Welcome to another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels. In this video, 78-year-old Sheila, a full-time nomad living in her SUV for over 2 years, is going to share with you the good, the bad, the ugly, and how she survives on a limited Social Security income as a full-time nomad. Make sure and stay till the end to hear her valuable tips on nomad living. Well, hello. We meet up again, Sheila.
Hi, Carol. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. You're in your van.
Yes.
Now you have a bed, so that is a big improvement. And you have those drawers in the back now.
Yes, I got that at Walmart for
Wow.
$14.
That's amazing.
And a step stool, and so now it's a lot easier for me.
Oh, good. So let's talk about van life. And let's talk about van life as a necessity, not as a lark or as something you want to do to travel. And I mean, although you do that, but as something that is not out of a desire to fulfill a dream, but rather out of necessity. And that is why you're in your vehicle. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So tell me a little bit about it. You were saying the other day when we were together, I think we were eating a meal, you said, van life is hard.
It is hard. And as it's been said many times, it's not for everybody.
Right.
Because there's a lot of concessions you have to make, just like you have to make concessions in life.
Now, you have been living in your vehicle for how long?
November 16th, 2023, it was 2 years. It's a little over 2 years.
And when I asked you why you were living in your vehicle, you said because you can't afford to live anywhere else.
No, nobody can afford the rents and mortgages. Not only me, anybody.
So you live strictly on your Social Security income?
That is correct.
And it's not supplemented by anything else?
No.
Food stamps, SSI, or any other type of income?
Not at this time.
So tell us a little bit about what that entails, because you were telling me how you have got to budget every single penny.
Yes. I have my cell phone, I have my car insurance, and there are my expenses. And the majority of the money, because I travel full time, goes to gas and food.
So how do you control, the expenses your monthly expenses on gas and food?
Well, that's you can't control that, because every place you go, gas is a different price, food is a different price.
Now, do you pick places that you go to based on how expensive gas is there?
Yes. I look constantly for the rate per gallon.
So if you find out, for instance, well, we're in California right now, so would you not stay and travel a lot in California because of the gas prices?
The gas prices really here aren't as high as I thought they would be.
Oh, really?
No. Because I paid the same thing here as I was talking to my sister that she's paying in Pennsylvania per gallon.
Oh, okay.
So that's really not that bad.
But it's a lot higher than Arizona.
Oh yes, because if I go to Pilot, I belong to their program, and the last time before I left, it was $2.44 a gallon.
Yeah.
And what I paid here was $3.70.
Yeah, that's quite a difference. But you said again it was the same price as what your sister's paying in Pennsylvania. So now, what are some other things that you do as far as food? Do you limit certain things because of cost? Or do you shop at certain stores only? What are some things that you find you have to do?
Yes, I do limit what I buy. And basically, Walmart has the cheapest price. Walmart has the cheapest price for food. I buy a lot of canned stuff like tuna and stuff of that nature. A box of cereal, bananas, rice cakes.
So you buy things that are shelf stable.
Correct.
You don't have a refrigerator in here.
No, I do not.
And you don't have a power station, although we're trying to get you one.
Yes.
And you were saying that you basically buy enough for that day.
That's correct. With like if you're buying a salad, a bag of salad, you buy it for the day you're going to use it because only keeps for so long.
So you've lived in here for 2 years with no refrigerator, no power system, well, you didn't have a bed, but you do now, thank goodness, and none of the amenities that you see a lot of these van life folks have.
That is correct.
No real expensive gadgets and stuff.
No.
So I'm just trying to grasp how you have done it. Do you feel deprived?
No. I feel that this is the best life for me.
Can you explain that?
Yes. Years ago, my mother asked me what I was looking for. I said, I don't know, Mom. When I find it, I'll let you know. Well, this is what I was looking for my whole life. Van life.
So as it turns out, you're here because you have to be, but you've made it into a life that you have now adapted to.
Yes. I love van life. I have great friends that I've made through it. And you just have to adapt. I don't care whether you're living in a brick and mortar or you're living in a van or whatever. You still have to be able to figure out your budget and adjust it.
So you were telling me once you pay your phone, your car insurance, and any recurring bills, because you don't have a lot of credit, you don't have credit card debt,
No.
car payment, all those things. But once you do that, there's really nothing left over for savings.
No.
I mean, once you do that, plus buy your food and gas.
Yeah, and you're living the whole month until the next month on whatever is left.
And you were telling me a friend, and we won't mention their name, but you're saying they're living in a vehicle, and they also, when they get down towards the end of the month, they're just waiting for the next month to get more money from their check.
Yes, there's a lot of people like that.
And living this lifestyle, do you ever wish that you could go back into an apartment?
No,
Why?
because right now I say I will never go back
But
to a brick and mortar or an apartment or whatever. Number one, I couldn't afford it because the rents are more than my Social Security,
right.
like several $100s more. So that's off the charts. We can't do that.
So do you have any idea what you might do? Let's say it got to a point physically where you couldn't drive. Do you have any possible backup plan?
I'm looking into some things.
Okay. Well, we won't probe into that right now.
No, it's just in the information stage, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I am looking.
Because that is a
Because
distinct possibility.
Oh yes, it's a very realistic possibility, and you have to adjust.
So there are a lot of people out here who basically can't save every month because they're living right up to the max of their income.
Mm-hmm.
And not because you're not living a frivolous lifestyle and going out frittering money on, you only buy things very inexpensively.
Right, and what I absolutely have to, and I think several times before I spend any money. What do I need to cover? How many days are left in the month? How much money is here? How much? And then I'll divide that amount into the amount of days left in the month to figure out what I can spend a day.
Do you feel stress because of living like that?
No.
No financial stress?
No.
Well,
Because I do what I want, when I want. I leave, like I told a friend of mine. When I wake up in the morning, I decide where I'm going.
Yeah, I remember. Now, you know me, I'm like, I have my plans set out for the next week, for the next month, for the next year, and backup plans, and I'm not a little, I'm a lot OCD. So when I asked you, well, where are you going tomorrow? And you were like, well, I don't know, let me think about it. I was like, what?
It depends on the weather, because there's this major storm, and it's going to hit 3/4 of the country. So that is playing into this. But I have a tentative plan until next year.
Okay.
I have things set up in the summer, in the fall, and next January.
So you have all the different places you want to go.
Yes, I have a tentative plan.
But if the weather changes or something comes up, you'll adapt.
I'll adapt. I'll change it. And that's just the way, whether it's this lifestyle or any other lifestyle, you have to be able to adjust your life.
If you were going to talk to people who are moving into a van because they have to, what would some advice be that you would give them if they're scared? I mean, they're scared, but they don't have a choice. They're doing it because they can't afford to live in a sticks and bricks. Having done this for 2 years now, what are some things you would tell them that you think they need to know in order to survive?
If you know you're going to have to do this in the next couple months, spend as little as possible so that you had some extra funds put away in case something happened. I did not have that choice. So, and then if you can afford to get a power station or a bed put in your car or something, or your van or something like that, you want to do that.
So what would you say are the three most important things to have starting out?
Power.
Power. What about a comfortable bed?
A comfortable bed or a bed. I have food. Shelf-stable food.
So having power, a comfortable bed, and some shelf-stable food.
Correct.
Okay, and if possible, just spend as little as possible. Don't go out and buy a whole lot of stuff.
No, don't go buy a van, don't go buy all this stuff until you try the lifestyle, because this lifestyle is not for everybody. Sometimes you don't have a choice of what you're going to do. Sometimes you do.
But if you have to do it, spend as little as possible beforehand, so that you can have some reserves, because you have found out the hard way that that's really important.
That really is important. I have been able to survive only because I'm a survivor. But I don't know. Other people say they can't do what I do. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you've existed in here again with no bed, no power, no refrigerator, a lot of things that most people are able to start out with. And you've done it for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. You can do anything that you put your mind to. It's been my philosophy.
All right. And so in concluding, the hardest things about living in your vehicle and the most rewarding things. Hardest first.
Well, it can be very challenging, especially if you have an issue or you need money or you need food. That can be very challenging. The best thing is you just get it. I get in and I decide where I'm going in the morning. When I wake up, I decide where I'm going, what state I'm going. I am in California right now. I've been to Arizona. I have been throughout all up the East Coast, from Florida to Maine.
So the best part is the freedom to go where you want, when you want.
Freedom. It gives you freedom.
All right. And the hardest part are the challenges financially, and you were saying the weather also.
Oh yeah, the weather. There's nothing you can do about the weather.
Right.
So you just have to be watching it to see where you're going, what's it going to be like there, is it going to be okay?
Well, Sheila, thank you very much, and I appreciate your taking the time to talk with us. We have another video that you did sharing some very difficult things that happened, but you're succeeding, you're surviving, and I would even say, would you say you're thriving even?
Yes.
Through it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. It really, truly is easy.
Well, I would add something to that. It's easy if you have a can-do mindset.
Well, that's correct. You are correct. But that is my mindset. It is not everybody's, and this, like I stated before, it's not for everybody. But I'm not on vacation.
Right.
I'm not going to look at monuments and museums and all that. I know what I want to do. I go and I do it.
I would add one other thing that you had shared with me that I think we're missing, and that is you shared the number of friends and friendships that you've made as a result of being in van life.
That is correct. I have friends that you just can't imagine how good they are. And when they don't hear from me, they contact me.
So your life in that way has been great.
Oh my, yes, my
greatly
life
enriched.
Has been enriched.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, but I would never change this lifestyle. For me, it works.
Well, Sheila, I hope we'll catch up with you down the road. And you know what else I hope? I hope that you will start a YouTube channel soon. and share your journeys, because you have a spirit that just refuses to be defeated no matter what is thrown your way. And I hope you'll share that with people and be an encouragement to people by starting a channel.
Yes, that has been brought up to me several times, and I've been thinking about it.
All right, well,
but we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I have several friends that do have YouTube channels, and they have told me the same thing.
All right, well, anyone who wants Sheila to start a channel, would you please put a thumbs up in the comments and tell Sheila, start a channel. And we'll see how many people tell you to start. All right, we'll see you next time, Sheila.
Bye. Have a wonderful day, Carol. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.